So this is something that I didn't actually take into account when I added these extra races on. Yeah, they weren't really originally supposed to be there. This is supposed to be the final part, but um battery is low. Like, this. They're really long because they were supposed to be the finale, and Spa, 8 laps of that is going to take like almost 20 minutes. Monza will take like another and probably another 20 minutes, and then the Highlands race will be like 15 or 16. Meaning, to get these 3 episodes in, I'll have to these 3 races into one basically episode. I have to split it like down the middle of Monza. And also pray that Spa remains interesting. And what I may end up doing to do that is I might have to block the track a little. That's what I'll do if at any point there's multiple gaps of more than 10 seconds during the Spa race. Before the end of the 5th lap, I'll have at some point Raceman go out onto the track and block traffic for like a few seconds and even up the race a little bit. Might just have that right just like on lap 4 schedule to keep the race interesting. Just block it until everyone gets there, and whatever happens happens, and as soon as everyone arrives, give it about 5 seconds, and then I'd take Raceman off the course. Shouldn't risk more of an injury to him after his incident, getting here between between Turbo Racing and this. Which again is not on screen, so don't worry about trying to integrate it into the plot somewhere. It's in between Turbo Racing and the next thing, where he gets in a crash and hurts his left leg, or both of his legs really, but more so his left leg, meaning that it's really hard to drive. So yeah, that's what I'll do. No. Monza should remain interesting just because it's Monza. And even if that does happen, if it does get really boring, then I'll just probably like split it and then come back if something happens. The ones I'm looking for mostly to keep it interesting would be Twin Mill, Alex, or Bert. Depending on one of them gets ahead too much, that'll probably cause problems. Good job, you two. That was very professional of their henchmen. Well, that's as easy as you'd like it. Yeah, for right now, that main concern is definitely coming off of Vert, because he's already in 4th. Zaney's car has been damaged, apparently. Not sure by who, but someone hit it. Oh, it says like this is the remainder of the race. I won't even have to, block the track with the area in the pit lane, but I feel like Vert won't stay here for that long. When we get to them, we'll run down the back side of the back half of the track after these like S corners, and he'll just be out. Oh, there's actually 3 still in 6th. What? Well, he's about to be in 7th, but still. There's a cough there. Oof. So I just got into Metacog a little bit. And 16 Angels will lead the first of way too many laps. This would be like a 5-lap race at most, normally. Monza would probably be 7, not 9. But Monza was originally supposed to be the final race of the act, and then I realized we need 5 episodes. And forgot to tone the laps down to where I could finish these 2 races and the 3rd one in less than an hour. Alex gets around not power pistons. It won't be too long before he's on top of Burn as well. It's funny because Formula 1 is actually at this racetrack this weekend. I don't think the race will be starting in too long either. Because it always start, I think it'd be like probably 4 or 5 in the morning for me, so I might have to look after I get done recording this to see when it is, if it hasn't already started by the time I'm done with both of them, because that'll be around like 4:30-ish my time, so if the race is at 5, I'll just make it in time. Act3's car is a little damaged. I don't really know where that came from. Yeah, we hardly have any runaway yet. It's a 6-car line down into the back half of the track, and that is actually challenging Twindle. Twindle must not be too fond of this track. However, Bert is probably about to get around 16 Angels on this lap. And then he'll probably just start to run, and that's when the, more or less, as NASCAR would call it, the competition caution will have to come into play. A caution on the a caution brought out on the track to ensure that there's actual competition. Because even NASCAR knew they were getting boring. Alex has caught Act3 now. You know, in some ways, if the race kind of stays at this kind of progression, we may not have to even put him there. I don't really know. I'll tell... I guess I'll know at the end of this lap if we need to or not. Alex would be not so surprising perhaps this lap, given that everyone else is in traffic right now. Sixth and Angel's lap was actually faster than Bert's on lap 2. Alex is already clear at Act3. Perhaps, no, not even perhaps, it's not surprising. Danny, for some reason, Danny seems to always, like, lose a little bit of speed whenever he has to try and get around power pistons. I don't know why he just cannot get it done. He's done it before. Sixteen Angels is trying to, is holding fast here, literally. I don't know if it's a 5-lap hold, it's worthy of keeping him there for 5 laps, but even if he does, I'd almost rather he didn't, because That gives the likes of Twin Mill and Alex more time to move back up and like, you know, decrease the amount of effect that this race would have on the championship for Vert when he does win. Reducing the points gain on either one probably by like 13 and 10, because there'll probably be the podium if he even wins would be... I just pulled out my go. Oops. Podium, if he even wins, would probably be Vert, Twin Mill, Alex. Maybe even Vert, Alex, Twin Mill, which would be preferable. Maybe not so much for Vert, but would be preferable as a whole, because that would make it the entire thing closer. Rather than just making Vert closer to Alex. Twin Mill is still sitting 5th. 3rd. What did I just 4th? What did I just watch? I just witnessed the Maniac do, like, Maniac thing. What did I just see? No fast laps here. Beat is in last. What are these attacks? Stop it, Twin Mill, please, calm down. What's funny here too is I think if I even block 16 Angels, this will actually be hurting him, because then that just lets Twin Mill and Metacog and Vert get closer yet. Whereas if we actually leave it how it is, it'll actually be kind of entertaining because they're close to each other. I'm sure this will just mean that Monza is going to be incredibly boring, and that's the track where I'm not so well equipped to block with him. And there's so much more runoff area at Monza than there is here. Because the basic idea was, after the first corner, there's an area where the fence kind of caves in on the track, and it gets a little thinner before the uphill left-hand corner to the right-hander, and then the other left-hander. This Metacog just gets oofed and annihilated by that. Alex still not quite completely in the battle. Vert, this is not really what Vert wants to see. He does not want to see Twin Mill about to win another one. But that seems to be what is about to occur. 16 Angels does defend from, you know, Twin Mill being crazy for this moment, but I think Twin Mill wants it, and I think he's about to take it regardless. It matters not what you do to even keep him there, 16 Angels. And there's the move. And that almost 16 Angels' defenses almost gave Vert a chance to get second. It'd be this area right here that Twin Mill is entering right now. I would just park my car sideways here, and there's very little chance that they could get around me at all. Monza doesn't have a place where the walls get super close to the track, meaning there's plenty of places for the AI to go when they see fit. Vert does clear 16 Angels, and I think now would actually be the optimum lap for me to bring out the Audi R8. because that would give it like basically a 3-lap dash to the finish, and everyone would be close to each other again. Because as it looks right now, I think Twin Mill is already running. What are you running? And it'll also help Alex maybe catch Twin Mill as well if Twin Mill is caught sleeping off the forced restart. I don't like to interfere with this, but I would like this to get interesting for this episode. As we kind of come to the climax of the championship, Twin Mill needs to not be ahead by 40 darn points. But that's exactly what's going to happen right now. And Vert is not looking likely to get back up to him. It would be big if he did, but I don't think he's going to be able to because, well, Twin Mill's running the fastest laps of the race. This one's get a little bit hairy up here. But since nothing is doing, nothing's really happening. That's embarrassing. I'm not gonna actually hit anyone. I'm just gonna stop in the road. That's loud as That's loud as heck. We can also just kind of see just how awkward the AI can get. Or, okay, you really do not care. Wow. There's a little bit of assistance. Twin Mill now has big damage. This game is like, entertain me! Twin Mill has seen directly through my plans. This is apparent to me. I don't know, do I want to do it again? Yeah, I think I'll put him there one more time. And again, I feel the need to consistently, like, explain my reasons for why I'm trying to tamper with the event. It's that, like, all of us want, like, an entertaining race. Raceman does, I do, you do, every other viewer does. And I'm sure Bert and Alex wouldn't mind Twin Mill having a couple of problems to help them get back into the points lead. Which is why I'm only choosing this or Monza, because not only that, but these are the long races, and they, above anything else, need to be more entertaining because we're going to be stuck here for 22 minutes. Because these three aren't even trying to pass each other. Nor is Alex really trying to get around Silhouette yet. And as per usual, nothing's really happening in the back part of the field. Really, other than Act3 might be getting caught up at Blossom a good bunch, and will probably be on top of him by the end of this lap. I mean, I actually might have just missed my opportunity to block Twin Mill again. So look at the Audi itself didn't even want to cooperate. It just started the lap. Oh my god, what? Surprise! And now you slow down, damn it. This becomes a funny little mini game. Alright, well, as I've just been spun around, I'm just gonna go now. No more interference. So they got it. Twin Mill gets back into Alex. Alex just immediately takes advantage. I guess was been blocking Silhouette completely or something. No, even he got around 16 Angels for the moment. Yeah, he will. It's not even gonna matter. Twin Mill's still gonna get at least the top 3, if not even past Alex or right here and run away from him again. This has actually brought Act3 and Blossom back into the race as well. Because certain AI are a little more hot-headed today than they usually are when I try this soul thing to make races more interesting. They just kept going right through me without really a care in the world. So that is in second. That has really benefited from Raceman shenanigans. Racemanigans, I don't know. He's actually on top of Vert. This is a race for the win, but honestly I'd rather see Vert win it than that because Vert needs to catch back up to Alex to make this interesting. Even if that is or isn't a detriment to the likes of Alex. There's also a 5-car train from Silhouette on to Act3 is actually a part of the train. Not for too long though, because he's got a slow car. Of course, Vert's gonna get away a little bit here down the back straightaway. But here, that has a clear advantage. Oh, there's something going on there. What? There was, anyway. Oh, that's actually lost second to Twin Mill. I really shouldn't even be that surprised. We hit all the straightaways just now, and... Well, that was on Vert here. But now it's just Twin Mill in between, so... Sort of preventing that from happening again. Here's where that will buy into the fight as well, but he'll probably get, he'll sell out as soon as we get down the straightaway again. Come on, Dad, just get alongside Twin Mill, force him to take, like, a silly line. Or just maybe hope that Vert is in a fast enough car to just outrun him. He has the acceleration bonus. He does have that benefit from being 4-wheel drive, whereas Twin Mill isn't. I think he kind of just parked on the apex there, and that got him the win, I think. Unless Twin Mill does something really crazy like that. This is actually forcing him to go around the outside. Well, that's a heartbreaker. All that work that everyone did to keep one guy from winning, and he wins anyway. At this point, I think I just give him the championship. Like, what in the entire heck? Other news, Act3 finally scored. 16 Angels is not in that position right now. I don't think. Anyone does that. That's not Angels, that is. That's, what's that, like, probably like 10 times speed at most? Oh my goodness, Blossom, come on. Well, that would be why 16 Angels is there. He didn't actually finish in 6th. She can really be a brat sometimes, you know that? She is like the worst loser here. And we have Burn and like that. Like, seriously, Blossom, you have a problem here. Well, after this probably controversial race, Twin Mill is now 43 points ahead. Another good race like that in Vert will actually catch Alex in points. And now we move on to Monza, in the middle of which I will have to... It's not too heavy fog, that's not the finale anymore. That was like the idea of like, towards the end, it's like we're getting close to the organizer and everything just suddenly gets foggy, but we're not close to him anymore, we still have 4 more races for that. Hence meaning that probably around round 13, 14 is when we'll introduce fog. Probably like 13B heavy clouds and like sunset or something. 14B sunset and light fog, and 15B sunrise and like morning fog or something, I don't know. Look into the mind of a video creator. Somewhere around in this race I'll have to cut and split the videos. I don't think, I started this recording half an hour ago-ish. I started at like 2:20, 2:22 maybe. And it's 2:50. Nine laps of Monza. We basically got an endurance race here. I was looking at something else. I really shouldn't be doing it right now. It was one of my mobile games, like one of the 2 mobile games that I have on my Galaxy tablet. Well, this is interesting starting grid. Alex already with damage, probably from Blossom if I had to guess. This burn just gets demolished down that straightaway. And Blossom, I need you to get close to him and do what you did to 16 Angels in the last race. And Bedlam has just spawned Xt3. Don't even really need a replay to see that one. Oh, twin mill. That is not necessarily to be trifled with, no matter how light his car might be. It is to be passed, but that's not the point. Oof. Blossom having a hard time braking, apparently. Is that really the full story? It's not. That isn't it. Blossom's in second. She wants the lead, and she's gonna get it no matter how she has to. Blossom is like the new. She's like the anti-hero. Not only the anti-hero. She's the Shadow the Hedgehog of this specific plot line now. She's like. She's not the main problem, but she's becoming one slowly over time. Twinlo's already worked his way up to 8th. He has plenty of time with which to probably catch up to everyone else. If I'm lucky, I may not have to split. I may not have to split it in the middle of the race. I might be able to make it to the end of this race. I should actually be able to finish this race. I just don't have to finish. I just have to put whatever I put after this. I think it's like Nürburgring or something. Nürburgring GP. After this, that will have to be in a like a 3.5, 4.5. Not 3. Not episode 3. I knew it. I said it too in the last episode. I said I would do that. Alright. This gives 16 Angels no room on the track to use. Oh my. She actually did it, didn't she? Smack. That was like, wow. Oh my, it shouldn't even surprise me. It really shouldn't surprise me at this point. Alex didn't deserve that. I would have been okay if it were like maybe like, you know, a little bit off track just to get Blossom into the lead and give more than like a 4th driver a win besides Alex, Twin Mill, or Vert. But you didn't have to take him all the way, hit him all the way back to World Race Game Boy Advance. Blossom, come on. Jeez. Anyway, back to the next race. The next race, excuse me. We're not done with this one yet, genius. Not even close to done. I think that Lamborghini is quacking because he is a sitting duck right. Twin Mill? Twin Mill. What was that? Are you trying to tell me something? Do you really not like the idea of this 9-lap race? Is everyone just being an idiot because of it? The silhouette easily passes Burn. Next will be 16 Angels to do so, and that will probably be just as easy. When he's just, you know, using the curb like it's a guide rail from Sonic Adventure 2. That doesn't work that way. You're not pressing circle to crouch. Or B. Or circle. Or whatever I think it was still B on every other console. So yeah. And the circle button is actually the handbrake, so that's going to slow you down more. That's right, Danny. You give him a piece of your mind. If everyone else is going to be an aggressive moron today, I guess he might as well do it too. That's what you seem to do all the time almost, so I don't really see the difference. And, Pete is about to become Ford food in about right now. Let's see how Danny and So What handle breaking to turn 1 here right now. So What handled it pretty awfully well. Take notes, Blossom. That's how you actually pass people instead of running them off the road. Oh, that. Oh, Venom didn't like that. Literally every race could be Mugello, Monza, Highlands, and Black Cat County, and I don't think I'd even care. Because for some odd reason, that and, well, Spa just kind of happened because I was being a smarty pants about it. This car is loud. So was the person driving it. Well, I think even like a top 4 or 5 will give Vert second in points. And he of course has Blossom to thank for that, but Blossom is also robbing him of 7 more points that he could definitely be wanting right now. He'd definitely be wanting right now. It'd be quite cool. Smoke? A little bit. To maybe lock the brakes or something? Oh, 202, 202. What are the odds of that? As 16 Needles dives into Danny, but, you know, doesn't really, do anything. In fact, here for a moment, there's literally nothing happening. Moving on. So what, is probably not catching Twin Mill, I guess. I'd have to guess he's not. But he's close. 4-wheel drive, and the corners that are here, and especially those chicanes, the first and second, or the first and third corners, really. That's mighty helpful for this car. And I suppose also probably the final corner as well, probably is better there than Twin Mill, but Twin Mill has more power. There's not much of a difference, but considering that Silhouette should be turning better than Twin Mill, and Twin Mill still is faster, means that, you know, there's a difference in power. I guess know at the end of the lap for those two, if Silhouette's getting any closer or how much further he's getting. Danny with a more than botched line is now going to maybe concede position. I don't think he actually has to, and I don't think he will. No, he's not catching them. He's actually lost a second and a half almost. Oh my god, I'm still... Throat's still not working. As like intended, really. Obviously it's working or I would be dead, but like it's not working as like perfectly right now. Getting a bit of phlegm buildup. I haven't even... My throat's a little sore too. Been talking too much in the last few hours. I've been doing nothing but talking for the last 2 hours, as a matter of fact. So really, that doesn't surprise me at this point. Then you almost caught beat sleeping there. Danny and Six Needles are in a classic battle between themselves right now, as for some reason nobody ever seems to want to give each other room through that last corner, or that corner that they were just in last. You know what I meant. Probably. Hopefully. So Vert's catching Blossom, and really, I hope he does catch her. She doesn't really deserve this win. She literally just like destroyed a guy for it. It won't come out, and you'll be hearing me probably mute the mic a lot in these last few laps because I'm trying to get it out. I didn't mute the mic there, whoops. I tried to, I just didn't hit the button right. The mute button on this thing is really sensitive. You have to touch it, you have to hit it perfectly, or else like you basically have to like clamp it down, or else it doesn't actually mute a darn thing, and whatever you just did that you wanted to not be heard has, well, now been heard by everyone. Beat is somehow still in 5th. And he's creating a nice train behind him for Danny, Angels, and that to be a part of. And they'll have a good amount of room to anyone else, being Byrne, who is, you know, just stuck in no man's land right about now. For whatever reason, it seems like Bedlam just always seems to just somehow outdo me, despite our cars being basically the same. Mine turns a little bit slightly better, his is slightly faster. The only time I can remember that I didn't was when I got second in the Highlands. But even then, he got like 4th or 5th. More crazy lines from Danny, and now Six Angels will mostly complete the move, because, well, you have screwed up, but Danny's car has more power than Six Angels' car, and we'll just go right back. Meanwhile, amidst all of that, Twin Mill is catching, but not in time. It's a case of too little, too late there. Bert should, in theory, be within like attacking distance for the first corner of the last lap. In theory, of course. So Wet has basically a confirmed 4th, since these four are too busy fighting each other to ever get it, to either lose it, to either, like, you know, try and actually gain said position. Ooh, excuse me, where did that come from? Did not foresee that. Bert's car is faster in a straight line. I do not know about handling. about even in handling, really. But the acceleration that Vert has over her car will be a big help in getting to her for this final straightaway, for the first straightaway on the last lap here. Yeah, they're about dead even. I don't know if that's in drafting range, but if it's not, Blossom might have the race. Unless Vert does a twin mill dive into this corner, which he does not. He brakes like a normal person and stops in time like a normal person. Meaning I think Blossom could probably have the race. Danny has finally gotten around to beat. That and 16 handles are still too wide down most of that straightaway. Bedlam and I are still neck and neck. Team just ahead. Bedlam just ahead, rather. We're not really that close. Unless he pulls some voodoo magic out of his behind and these next two right-handers. He's gonna need to be close enough for the other straightaway either, and I think that'll definitely mean game over if we can't get to her then. I mean, he gets close. He isn't close enough though. Daniel was definitely being held back, and I almost feel like he has the speed right now to even catch Silhouette if we were going for like a 15-lap race, but we are definitely not doing that. Adekog always like struggles at Monza tracks, so his current results here don't surprise me of 13th. You know, Blossom has this race as much as she definitely didn't really deserve that by just like taking Alex to Burnout 3 takedown. So, but you know. But now with the podium, 201.660. Oh, interesting for now. I don't know. Oh, Bedlam might get 9th. Yeah, he will get 9th off of Burn here. Well, it's close between the three of us. And clearly Blossom's pace would actually improve again once we got past that lap, because Blossom just run away from Vert, unless Vert just doesn't care anymore, since the race, you know, is over. Vert does indeed pass Alex in points. And as I expected, we obviously don't have time for the Highlands, but we did finish Monza in this part of the episode, so episode 4.5 will follow immediately after. And then, yeah, those will be the finale races, the final races.